Hello and welcome to Mile High Reefers. I'm Scott Anderson and it's reef vlog time. Overall, the tank's doing really well. Couple little things though. First, I did a video today in which I talked about my Pallian mushroom rocks, and you guys pointed out that I've got flatworms on my mushrooms. And you're right, I do. I had never noticed it. I just thought that was the coloration. But if you look at it really close, you can see those guys coming off. And my wrasse swam into it and actually moved one around. So clearly they're flatworms. I just never noticed it. And to be honest, these guys have been here for years. So it shows you how you can learn something new every day. So I appreciate those of you who brought this to my attention. Now they don't seem to be a problem, so I don't know if I'm gonna worry about them. The other thing that's been going on is I've been moving my gold hammer around. It used to live back here and it was just completely shaded out by the big toadstool. And I just can't have that. This is a really nice coral, so I've moved it, tried to get more light, more flow, and it's really upset about that. I also fragged a nice piece off of that frog spawn to open up some room for this guy. And as with everything, it doesn't look as good as it did. It's gonna take time, and you know what? This gold hammer just may never come back. Maybe I should have left it like it was. Overall, the tank's doing really well. You can see the fish are super active because they're hungry. It's that time of the day where they get food. So let's go ahead and feed these guys. To begin with, every day these guys get New Life Spectrum pellets. And for all my vegetarian friends, I feed nori. I've got the LRS defrosting. So while we're waiting, let's top off the tanks. I top my tanks off manually every day. And it's as easy as opening this valve. I've done as much as possible to ensure that I don't have to carry buckets. But I just sit here and I wait. So while I'm waiting, it's a good time to check the equipment and see how everything's doing. Skimmer looks like it's going well. Loads of skim mate. Calcium reactor's doing its thing. You guys can see the temperature, pH in the calcium reactor. Wave pumps are running. Frag tanks are doing their thing. I had a suspicion that the long spine urchins eating the vermitid snails because I had almost none of them up top. And they're almost gone down here. So while that guy eats corals, he performs a valuable function. So this tank's full. Now we'll fill up my little jug. And I got my little pitcher filled up that I use for the 24-gallon and the 5-gallon tanks. In case you're wondering, I used about 15 gallons of water from all three of my systems in a 24-hour period. Yeah, it's a lot of evaporation. And you can see how much evaporates out of the 24-gallon tank in a 24-hour period. I'm a little late feeding the tank today, and my Leopard Wrasse goes to bed a little early. So let's see if he's gone to sleep already. Yep, that dude went to sleep early. And there's the LRS in the tank. Everybody in there just absolutely loves this stuff. You guys saw that the copper band butterfly died. And to take care of that, I've bought 3 AquaTops. Now, these guys are actually are air bubblers that are gonna turn on when the power goes off to the system. So if I lose power, these guys kick on and they're gonna send air bubbles into the tank, providing oxygen and aeration. This will be good. This will be real good. So I went to the dollar store and I bought a whole bunch of glue. I am the guy who walks into the dollar store and just buys all of the gel super glue. And then I bought some clips. Those will actually hold the AquaTop hoses in place. And warheads. Yes, you have to have warheads. And there we go. just kind of my day on the reef. Made a video, took care of the tanks a little bit, nothing really to it. I did have a little problem though that I wanted to ask some of you other YouTubers about. So my video I made today was 4K, which was really cool. The problem is my editing software didn't edit it very well. It wrote it pretty well at the end, but the actual editing process was terrible. It was incredibly laggy. Now granted, 4K is a big file, but the CPU was only running like 50%, so I'm using CyberDirector version 13 to do my editing. So what are you guys using? You guys editing 4K, and how's it working for you? Love to know. Thank you for watching this episode of Mile High Reefers. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.